Our main goal is to reduce the chances of people going into nursing homes or group homes.
Meet Ann Moriah, the Kenyan nurse in Kansas with a heart of gold and her very own caregiving business. Find out how she is flipping the script when it comes to elder care through a unique concept.
We provide them a chance to have a lot of access to the community, whatever it is that makes them whole.
This, as King's developers share why their properties are the best option for anyone seeking to generate passive income.
Investing in Kenya is very safe. 50% of our buyers are diasporians.
The year is 2014 and a freshly graduated Ann Moriah has entered into the job market working at an interesting facility with a unique concept. But little does she know, in a couple of years she will be running that very same facility despite being a foreigner. Yes, that is the story that we have in store for you on today's episode of Daring Abroad. My name is Michael Zimanje and let's start the show.
For as long as human beings have been on this earth, one thing has remained constant: aging. Thus, the need to have a comfortable time during your golden years after a lifetime of service is of utmost importance. The question then is, how can one get to enjoy this period without losing one's dignity, as is the norm? Here is where Nyahururu-born Ann Moriah comes in.
I have a bachelor's in nursing from Northwest Missouri State in Maryville. And so I am a nurse by profession, and that's what I practice every day.
Yes, Ann is a medical practitioner with her very own caregiving business by the name Truman Reed Adult Day Center, located in Kansas City, Missouri.
What inspired it is just the love for people to be independent, for people to live independently in their own homes. Our main goal is to reduce the chances of people going into nursing homes or group homes. We also try to minimize their chances of going to the emergency room. And we do that by providing many resources, providing a safe place, safe and clean for people to come and enjoy their day. And through that, they have a variety of activities. We provide nursing care. Being a nurse, I get very intimate with things like their medication, their health, their vitals. We serve as advocates to the doctors also to make sure that their needs are being met. Well, I am yet to meet one person that's excited about going into a nursing home or group home, and that's because when they go into those institutions, then their independence is it's cut short. And so people love being in their own homes, living with their family members, and accessing as much resources as they can access in the community. And that's why we're here. We provide them a chance to have a lot of access to the community. Whatever it is that makes them whole, that's what we come in and provide. It doesn't matter. There are no bounds. We come in and meet whatever need each person has. We personalize and individualize each and every person's care.
This is the center's 10th year in operation. It sits on approximately 10,000 square feet, the same size as 2 NBA basketball courts, and can accommodate about 90 participants daily.
I first started working here in 2014 as a nurse, and the owner at the time actually lived in Phoenix, Arizona, and so she was too far to be able to manage it well. And so we officially took over in 2018, And we have been in business nearly 5 years now. Possibly the biggest challenge that we face is having good staff that actually meets the need of the people adequately, to where we feel safe, we feel like all of their needs are met, they have someone that's understanding, but also possibly being in a neighborhood that sometimes is limited of resources. We don't always go the extra mile that we would like to. Sometimes finances, we would love to do a lot more for the people in this community, but due to the limited finances, sometimes we're not able to do that.
Typically, elder care is done at nursing homes, public or private residential facilities, providing high level of long-term personal and nursing care. As important as they are, there is the issue of being highly restrictive when it comes to interaction with the outside world. For some, these restrictive measures have given way to elder abuse and neglect. Here is where the difference lies with Truman Ridge Adult Day Center.
I believe that we are all wired for socialization. And so this place opens the door for socialization, and it allows people to come in. We serve them with a smile, and we have so much passion and compassion. Every person that works here has a heart to serve the people. And so just the freedom of being able to go home or be able to go bowling, be able to go to the movies, be able to access resources like the food pantry, just being able to spend days with the way they choose, with their friends or with their family, and having people that are interested in facilitating that. I think that's a unique aspect.
It is important to note that the center is a state-licensed day facility with permission to provide adult and elderly care to persons with different types of disabilities, a key requirement for anyone wishing to operate in such a field.
As far as recreational activities, we have pool tables, we have a ping pong table, we have workout areas where people are able to exercise as tolerated. We have card games, we have Family Feud, we have all sorts of board games. We do so much. We have music, which is actually very therapeutic all by itself. And we also serve 2 meals a day, which is actually a great advantage for the people that come here, because as I said, the neighborhood is limited of resources. And so having 2 meals that are actually balanced, we try our best to make sure that they're eating a fruit, a vegetable, just good nutrition things, because the biggest challenge in this area is having people with hypertension, diabetes, and helping them understand, those diseases and how meals and how lifestyle, affects them is actually one of the challenges. The biggest challenge that we face in this area is actually educating and teaching and advocacy. That pertains to diabetes and high blood pressure, to be specific. We have a lot of people in the community that don't quite understand the impact that these diseases have on their lives. And so the fact that the lifestyle they lead and the lifestyles they have led all their lives does not benefit these illnesses. The constant teaching, it has to be constant, and we cannot drop the ball. Because these diseases are taking a lot of people's lives. And so my biggest challenge is actually to educate and to get through, to help them understand. And not only that, but to also help these people comply to their medication regimens, to eating healthier, to going to their doctors, all that. It comes to play, and it's a big deal.
Dignity, respect, and quality living. This is what motivates Anne. Motivation that inspired her to use her expertise and experience to better the lives of her fellow man, especially when they are at one of their most vulnerable states. A noble idea that was birthed while she was still a Naivasha native and followed her all through her schooling well into adulthood. Given her calling and her attitude of servanthood, Anne would love nothing more than to see the work she has been doing in Kansas ever since arriving here in 2007 adopted all over the globe.
Nothing is impossible, and since we're all wired to socialize to some extent, we have people that have different challenges, whether it's mental, whether it's physical, and they all need a safe place to go. They need to go to a place where they feel understood and their needs are met. They are loved just for whatever they have going on. And so, yes, this is a place that could be replicated anywhere in the world, given the fact that it just provides a safe place for people to socialize and be happy and have their needs met. And so this is for anywhere, any part of the world.
Find your passion and success will follow. This is the lesson from Nyahururu-born Anne Moriah. We at Chams Media applaud her resilience and commitment to making our world a little bit better, one person at a time.
Great, how inspiring there from Anne Moriah in Kansas. Truly, if you're committed and you're passionate, definitely the money will follow. Many thanks to her. Time now for us to go on a short break. But when we return, we'll have more on King's developers and why their developments are the best way of getting passive income. Welcome back to the show. Today it's all about investment and entrepreneurship. In the first part, we brought you a lovely story from Kansas, and right now it's all about how you can gain passive income through King's developers.
The recent boom in Kenya's real estate sector has brought with it a new kind of property investment option, with companies like Airbnb creating opportunities for passive income. This is what attracted Nairobi-based Celestine Chemokok. For about 6 years now, Celestine has been actively engaged in investing in Kenya's real estate market. Her vehicle of choice? King's Developers.
I first learned about King's Developers in 2018. They were developing a property in Rongai, and I was interested to purchase the property, and I started to search what other properties they have developed within the country. The houses are not clinched together. They have space in between the different blocks, and then it is usually where they are, it's closer to the road, which is one of the things that as an investor I look for, and the roads to their properties are always good.
Celestine is among the rising number of investors looking towards generating passive income, a trend that has picked up steam over the past couple of years.
We think about long-term, as in whatever we do, you realize that it's reached a point where you will not be able to have an income, like a flowing income on a day-to-day basis. So I need, when I'm at my retirement age, or when I'm no longer in active employment, I'm able to have passive income without dependent on other people.
Luckily for investors like Celestine, more and more developers are keen on facilitating this kind of investment, with King's Developers leading the pack. Joyce Ntilisin is a property sales advisor at King's Developers.
A property sales advisor or a sales executive in any company is a very important position, because these are persons or individuals who help clients to meet their needs depending with the inquiries that they have. Our position is basically to advise accordingly and also give advice on what best you can invest in the market depending with the budget and the locations that we want. So we give you that guidance that you need that will lead you to make a right investment with us. I would say that among the top investments that one can choose, real estate is one of them. And this is because over the years it has been proven that when one invests in real estate, there are many advantages, including one of it being your return on investment. If you look at the return on investment in a real estate, it's about 7 to 10% in any investment that you do compared to these other investments. So I believe still investing in real estate would be a best option.
As one of the oldest real estate developers in Kenya, with over 40 successfully completed projects all across the country, King's developers understand the need for attractive investment options in the property space that would generate good ROI for its clients.
So under the King's developers portfolio, we are one of a unique developer in the market in terms of the products that we offer to our clients. So we offer from affordable housing to middle end to high end. So basically this means we cover the needs of each and every client or investor who is looking to invest in real estate. For example, if you are looking for a home and maybe your budget is between 2 to 5 million, we have houses for such budget, same to investors. If you are maybe a middle end earner and you're looking for houses between 5 to 10 million. So we have 3 categories: affordable, middle end and high end. So we have varieties in the market, and we cover the need for each and every investor who is looking to invest with us, as well as homeowners. If you are looking for a home, I believe King's Developers is the best company to invest in. First, we are the best in terms of how our projects are priced in the market. We choose the best locations in the market. I know for sure that we give the best quality in terms of finishes and finishings in the market. And we also have very flexible, tailor-made plans that we engage with our clients across the construction periods. So if you look at the best projects in terms of our prime projects that will give you the best return on investments, that means we look at our upmarket projects. This includes vintage. We have vintage. Vintage is off Ngong Road. We have Courtyard along Lenana Road. We have King's Apollo Suites in Kileleshwa along Mandera Road. If I pick King's Vintage, because it is one of the projects that has proven that will have a best return on investment according to the market rate for now. If you do the calculation, the apartments are ideally located along, it's off Ngong Road. So the location advantage is that it's 5 minutes to the Junction Mall. If you want to go to the airport, it's like 2 minutes away from the bypass. If you want to go to Karen, it's like 7 minutes away. So it's located in a very prime location. The development comprises of 120 units, all of 2 bedrooms, about 95 square meters. We are at 80% of the construction, and sales-wise, we have done about 70% of the units have already been taken, and our completion timelines is next year, July 2025. This project comes with its own amenities that includes high speed. We have 3 high-speed elevators. That means we have 2 passenger lifts and 1 service lift for goods. We have a kids play area. There's a community social hall. There's for every apartment you purchase, you get an extra 1 car park that is included in the price. There is adequate water supply. We've already done a borehole. So it's a very interesting project to invest in.
Let's now talk payment. How much will it cost for one to take up a unit here?
The price for the apartment is 9.5 million, And this payment normally is expected within the construction period. So we only have 15 months to completion. That means if you're interested in purchasing this particular apartment, you will just do a down payment, then we give you a tailor-made payment plans of about 15 months, which is the remaining period of construction. If we come to return on investment, this is an apartment that if, let's say, you choose to do an Airbnb, it will fetch you about 5,000 per day. If we take the minimum number of days, let's say like 20 days in a month, if you do 5 times 20, that's about 100,000 per month. That's about 11%. Yeah, so your return on investment will be about 11% per annum, which is something, it's not that easy to get in real estate. But with the quality of the apartments that we are doing, with the prime locations that we choose, it is possible to have it with King's Vintage.
Despite attractiveness of location and quality of finishing, a key issue for any real estate investor is ease and security of investment. How does the real estate titan handle this?
Everything is in-house. We have a very competent team of property advisors. So from the sales staff to the admin to the lawyers. So the lawyers who take interest of the buyers are also appointed by the company. This is because in sectional properties, you only have one mother title. So you have to choose one lawyer for all the buyers to go through. So basically everything is in-house, from the selling point to the admin point to the legal part, everything will run smooth. Yeah, and our team will always work around the clock with you to make sure that the process is smooth.
They are professional in terms of the investment journey with them was seamless in terms of the contact person is easy to reach to. The accountant, once you pay, you just automatically get your receipts. The lawyer is there calling you, you need to sign your documents, and for me, the interconnection between the lawyer, the contact person, the accounts is very, as an investor, you need to not to stress yourself, like sitting back and have you done the right choice? Why am I reaching someone who's not reachable? So for me, the seamless communication between them and the investor was one of the things that I'll tell anybody else to invest with King's developers.
According to the developer, this kind of professionalism and royal treatment is equally experienced whether the investor is domiciled in Kenya or abroad.
The world has changed. Everything is digital. So in fact, like this particular property, 50% of our buyers are diasporians, and we've passed that old age and time where you have to send a relative to come and view on your behalf, to come and select for you a unit, you send for them money to pay for you the house. With us, we do everything online. We can, if you want to view this show house, we'll have a house tour with you. We'll video call you, we give you a house tour. We'll help you select a unit depending on what is available. We'll give you an offer letter online. Like basically, we'll take you through the entire process online until you make your payments. Kenya is a viable option for any person or any investor who is looking to invest in real estate, because Kenya still falls under the developing country, and as you know, in developing countries there are so many untapped opportunities, especially in real estate. There's growth of population year in, year out. So investing in Kenya is very safe because there's demand for housing. And if you're looking at investing in Kenya, please look for King's Developers. We are there for you. We have a very competent sales team. We have very established projects in prime locations with flexible payment plans. And we are there, ready to sell for you. You cannot go wrong with King's. We have a proven track record in the market.
And that is how we wrap up today's show. Many thanks to our guests. All the way from Kansas, we had Anne Muraya, as well as King's Developers. On behalf of the team responsible for this week's episode, we say many thanks for watching, and let's do this again next time.